The team at Sana Physical Therapy offer one-on-one sessions to provide care to all of their clients, no matter their rehabilitation needs. And I'm joined now by Bryn Patterson, the co-owner of Sana, to tell us more about the importance of pelvic health. Welcome, Bryn. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and we're sending our love to Rachel. I know she's recovering right now. But first off, I wanted you to just explain to our viewers more about the pelvic floor, because it is something that we've been talking about more in the past couple of years, but I don't think that it was talked about a lot. So I think it would be great for our viewers to understand what it is.
Yeah, and we're so glad more attention is being brought to this very important group of muscles. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles at the base of your pelvis. It's technically part of your core. So when we talk about strengthening our core muscles, the pelvic floor is very much involved. It also adds a lot of support for our internal organs. It helps aid with bowel and bladder function, sexual function. Very important group of muscles that we want to be working as they should.
Absolutely. So explain to us, what are some of those dysfunctions that people are facing when it comes to their pelvic floor?
Yeah, well, like any other muscle in the body, these muscles can either be too weak or too tight and tense. And both of those offer different problems. So if the muscles are too weak, a lot of times you can have incontinence, and it doesn't have to be like really, totally wetting your pants. It can just be you laughed, you coughed, you sneezed, and a little bit came out. You can also have prolapse, where some of your internal organs start descending, like your bladder, your uterus. And then if your muscles are too tight, it can lead to pelvic pain. You can have constipation, difficulty emptying your bladder, and then painful intercourse as well.
Okay, these are really important, because this also does not discriminate with age, right? Because there are even some young people, we all have those friends where, they're like, stop, I'm laughing too hard, I'm gonna pee myself, which is funny, all funny and everything, until you're like, wait a second, girl, you really might need to work on your pelvic floor.
Right. And a lot of times we think just because you had kids or vaginal deliveries, you have this issue, but that's not necessarily so. And young people can have it, older people can have it, men and women, it does not discriminate. But it's also something that's very fixable, and fixable in a short amount of time for most people.
That's right, and that's where Sana comes into play. So how can pelvic floor physical therapy actually help these problems?
Yeah, so first we want to find out what the dysfunction is. Are your muscles too weak or too tense and tight? And there's a lot of focus on Kegels lately, but Kegels, if you have really tight pelvic floor muscles, Kegels are just going to make your symptoms much worse.
Right.
So first you want to be diagnosed appropriately. Are your muscles too weak or too strong? And you want to find a pelvic floor physical therapist who's been trained in internal vaginal assessments. So that's really the one way to find out, what the problem is with those muscles.
Let's talk about why people should choose Sana Physical Therapy to help them rehabilitate their pelvic floor.
Well, we're one of the only PT clinics in Western New York that actually have 4 fully trained pelvic floor PTs. So we can get you in pretty quickly, sometimes the same week, if not next week. And we work one-on-one for a full hour with you. So we really take the time to listen to your history, listen to all of your problems. We have the time to fully assess your muscles and your function. And then we also are a full Pilates studio, and we do Pilates-based rehab. And Pilates is a very effective way to strengthen your core and to work on your core muscles. So we actually, after we've figured out what your issue is, we can help retrain those pelvic floor muscles in a more functional manner. So we get you up, moving, we integrate the pelvic floor muscles with the rest of your core functioning, and people get really stronger a lot faster.
That's right. And you also are offering these programs again for prenatal and postnatal. Tell me more about that.
So we love working with our pregnant clients. We offer prenatal physical therapy. We're offering these new packages. There's a few different levels of them, but each package offers prenatal and postnatal physical therapy sessions, as well as our prenatal Pilates series, which is really fun on the reformers, and our massage therapists at Sana specialize in prenatal massage as well. So
That's amazing too, and I've gone to your studio, and you have a whole room dedicated to those prenatal massages, which, you know, for pregnant women, I'm sure you're dealing with a lot of aches and pains on the daily, and it's not always safe to be able to go to a massage. So being able to have that option where you guys have a bed that can accommodate their bellies is lovely.
Yes.
Tell us where our viewers can reach out to you if they would love to work with you.
Yeah, well, they can give us a call, 716-671-SANA. They can also visit our website, www.sanahealthandwellness.com. Yeah, and we'd love to take care of you.
Alrighty, Bryn. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about this. Viewers, if you'd like, you can book a one-on-one session or learn more about their Buff Bones fitness series by visiting sanahealthandwellness.com. This segment is sponsored by Sana Physical Therapy. Thanks again for coming in.